he was hoping for, because what it looked like he did was perfectly pass the ball directly at Atto's car to allow him to shoot, and that doesn't seem like something he'd do on purpose. As he goes to the back wall, Atto unable to go the distance, then leaving that midfield 100. Maybe under the assumption that Atto will eventually get it. He was sitting at 92 himself, but I'm sure these guys are very aware of whether or not the opponent or themselves will get a boost, and Atto going to get himself a flick and a lead for him and Zen. Nass gets a dunk that goes nowhere, and right back into Atto's control. Zen makes sure that Upo does not have a good challenge, and it is 2-1 in favor of Zen and Atto. Nass, the drop off to Nupo, got over the top and a nice passing play between the both of them. They instantly drop some quick chats to each other as they do a great job of using one another. Nass out to the midfield. Nupo recognizing not trying to score, instead just beating that last defender, getting to the back wall, and then just lets Nass come and finish it. 2-2 Zen. What a fake. A brutal fake from Zen as he just hangs out behind the ball and lets the opponent go flying by. That's the Zen aura fake. Nass, irritable bump. Make it 3-2. Can't let Nass get into 1v1 scenarios, although everybody in this lobby is an insane 1v1 master, so I should take it back. I take it back, especially, with Nass not being able to win, his first tournament in a while after winning multiple salt mines. He did only get, I think, top 6 in the 1v1 RLCS for EU. Considering everybody else that has, people who either made grand finals or top 4, or definitely could have. I guess pointing out that Nass is a good 1v1 is probably not necessarily relevant in this lobby. Nass slamming one home as Nupo instantly drops him a nice one. And a great pass. Great team chemistry on the quick chats. Yo, get me in the lobby, I would carry. Chat, type 1 if you want YMK14 in the lobby and you think that they would carry. I mean, we might, I don't know. It's a lot of ones. We might need to get him in. Nass looking for the pogo. Trying to get as many fans as possible. We're secretly with 0 on ults. I feel like it's like dog chasing a car, where everybody's like, get me in the lobby, get me in the lobby. But then they don't know what's going to happen if they actually do get in the lobby. If the car stops and they catch up to it, what now? Okay, you're in the lobby now. It's just you getting omega clipped on left and right while you're not helping your teammate at all. Is this what you really wanted? 4 points if the bro wins with a buddy. Right now, Zen and Atto behind 2 with 48 seconds left to go. Zen pass one to the ceiling, just Nass in net. Went for a slam down pass. I actually felt like he was hoping that Atto would dive in and instantly play off it. Instead, Atto plays off the bounce. They've gotten a couple good shot attempts though, but they don't really have the time to fail on any of them because they need an instant bucket. Sorries are said. Zen redirect to the sidewall, denied by Nupo. Nass will clear it away and put in the air underneath it. Probably enough to get them a win, but this is a great counterattack. Well, it was. It felt like a potential counterattack until Zen missed. P12 C4, they've been 20 months. Tier 1. P20 C4 is right. Alright. Game number 3. Going to Nass and Nupo. Nupo continues to be undefeated. Nupo cannot be brought down. Does he get an MVP as well? That's the question. No, he doesn't. MVP for Nass. Zen and Nass versus Drally and So, Lupo's currently undefeated. He's going to take his break now to see who's going to win without him on his team. We've got a win for Zen, Drally, and Nass, all while teaming with Lupo. Can we show the win-loss record? I think wins is just going to be less cluttered. I think wins is going to work out as being less cluttered. But we have a spreadsheet, so at the end we can look at everything if you stick around, including MVPs, because this guy who looked me up is a legend. We'll make it clear that these are funny, in case they weren't already. Is Forever watching? I wasn't in those moments. when I'm setting up the overlay stuff, in between, I am looking at a second monitor. Describe what happened. Was it a quad, reset, pogo, psycho, missed the best goal? Yep, that sounds right. That sounds about right. That sounds about right. That sounds about right. And then then my shorts editor clips it for later, and it's just me yapping about absolutely nothing. And then I just get absolutely flamed like crazy in the comments. You know what? That's my life. I do it for you guys here who are overlaying your life. Anto and Girali losing last time they played together. Trouble in Paradise over in Carmine Corps. Probably nuts. We have just been stuck on Zen POV. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world, but it does seem like we're not on director cam. As Nass gonna put one on target, nobody home, and he goes to 2-1. That's over the miss, and then Zen chased Drowley off the recovery. Nass on the dribble. Comes out of it. Drowley running upfield right now. Seems like a very popular strategy is the air dribble and the blocker. He just runs up ahead, tries to clear out and make it possible to score. Defense right now is so good that almost no matter what you do in the air, unless you have a bump as well to go with it, it would seem. You're not going to have an easy time scoring. Nato putting this to a stop right outside the Mets. Yes. Not able to find that tight angle that he found before. Chip finds Riley looking for a double. That's an impossible angle, but he looking for potential teammates. And then deciding not worth going in here. Probably the right decision with how close of an angle it was. Now the ball back into the orange half, but then electing to just lob it away. Oh my goodness, I don't think he expected them to both make that. He could have put on a pretty solid shot. If you knew that neither one of them were going to get touched. Instead, he reacted late, and credit to Nass, who has been cooking as well. Nass drops us down. Actually, Drowley probably had a decent clear. Atto ends up sending it directly into the post and out to midfield. That's a 3-1 lead. Sen quickly making it 4-1. Nass dropping him the nice one after Nass won the kickoff. Little wave dash chip. Oh my goodness, Sen. So aggressive off the kickoff, then able to pick up the 100 in return of the play, though, as he's got a free flip underneath this ball. Gets a reset. Oh my goodness, Zen. This is a nasty shot from Zen. Soft touch to himself, lands on the sidewall, pre-flips, first touch reset to like a flick, essentially. I mean, that's exaggerating it slightly, but scooping underneath the ball to get the right touch and put it in the bottom right. And it's a 5-1 lead, which I think I'm realizing now. Nass must have lost with somebody. Nass has actually been kind of cooking as well in these lobbies. This is the first time we've had a blowout. It's against the normal teammates, Drowley and Atto. Drowley had a good setup there for a double, but it's going to be cleared away. In this case, he's going to be forced to reset. They're going to end up playing about 15 games, anybody who's joining in here late, because they will play with every possible teammate against every combination of opponent. And I think with 5 players, that ends up being about 15 games. So it's a good chance to get a lot of solid games, especially with a lobby this stacked. Zen, soft touch, has the ball taken away. Nass, if he could somehow get that ball lower, would have had a chance to run it up even more. 5-1 here, though. Atto's still searching for his first win. I mean, I can't even imagine. Coming into this, I'm not sure who would I expect to get a win, or who would I expect to come out on top of these lobbies. It really feels like this is just maybe one of the most stacked lobbies we could have possibly made. Maybe some people have some other ideas of who could have been in here as well. I know the rest of KC could have been in here, Batira. I mean, there's lots of players who can ball, but man, this is a pretty damn stacked lobby. Rawas, yeah. Game 4 going the way of Zen and Nass as Zen tries to get one final clip. Atto won't let him. Rebels! That's what I was thinking. He's the best EU 2v2er. Atto Nass versus Zendrali. Instant kick out for Atto Nass. Just raw Gregging it. Nass so far I think has only lost when playing against Nupo. Atto Nass will score again here quickly. Atto just sends it straight to the ceiling, and then Zen maybe thought he was going to get a beat, but ended up getting there way late. That will not work out. Drowley and Zen, are they rocking the same cars? We've actually seen a few different replays with guys teamed up, rocking the same exact preset. I don't know if that's part of the meta right now. Making sure everything is perfectly aligned. Obviously improves team chemistry. Although Zen and Drowley need some help right now as they're down 0-2. Zen 50 on the goal line. Nass gonna clear it away. I'm gonna take 1 second. The hostages are barking outside, and I don't know if they do that. I'll be back in 1 second. So the best clip of the whole day is gonna be scored right now.
Can you come back? No, we can't.
My dog was doing the thing where he stands outside the dog door that is very much open, and he could just walk through, but he barks as if it's not. And he needs me to touch it to show that the flag, the flap or whatever, of the dog door is in fact movable, and then he came in. So, he made sure to bark his lungs out, though. In the meantime, as if I was trapping him outside. Did you tell him it was open? I did. I said it's open, but he doesn't listen to that. You have to actually move it and show him that it is indeed movable and open. now he's sitting right here next to me. He does seem happy about it, so it was a worthy cause. Atto, oh my goodness. First touch reset, sidewall double, but does not create anything for his squad. Does seem like Atto is on track to getting on board. You're fairly sure it's 12 games per player? Yeah, they have to sit outs, I think 3 times. But we'll get to watch more than 12. Bass and Atto relentless on the attack right now. Zen going to get rewarded with a save from behind the play. A demo from Nass on the Drowley is not going to be useful when Atto finds himself on the wrong side of the ball and can't actually bring it towards the net. He'll be forced to reset and try again, but it's in possession for Nass and Atto for a while now. Drowley with the first real chance for them, and it's going to be a nice one from Drowley. He gets possession for 1 second, and he's able to create some offense as he sidewall dashes to set up off the sidewall, gets reset on the ceiling, dumps it on the back wall, bounces it in over Atto, and puts him and Zen on the board. Atto resets, is going to create an opportunity for Nass, who is available for the tap in. He jumped himself off the wall too, and then free flip back for that touch. That save was not a good enough clear, and it's 4-1 for Atto and Nass. Nass Octane buff. Did he lose? I remember he did lose in the Fennec and switched to Octane. I imagine the way it's been going for him so far, we'll see Octane for a bit. Atto recovers just in time to clear this one out of danger. Nass gonna shoot at an open net. And it'll be 5-1 with 1:06. Go next. All right. Was that confirmed? Okay, Drowley confirms. I was like, does the teammate want to go next? They need to both say they want to go next. Atto Nass with a win, 5-1. Okay, the good news, chat, after I choked, is that I just picked a future game. So this guy who set me up with a spreadsheet is a really solid spreadsheet to get every single game in and give everybody like a good teammate ordering where you don't really play with one teammate too much, you don't set out too much. He literally made it perfect. And can you imagine that I messed it up? I messed it up and I typed something wrong, so we played one of the future games. So now Atto and Nass are going to play again, coming off of a win, which feels, a little bit biased towards them, so clearly I am just picking those guys and want them to win. But we should be back on track. We'll just skip that game when we get to it in the future, as Lupo will be the first to score. Can't wait for AI to take Fear's job. You're getting complacent. Listen. I'm doing 6 jobs at once, okay? AI will steal some of my jobs. I'm doing the overlay. Oh, yeah, okay, the overlay is wrong because it just takes it from the lobby. Alright, I'm figuring it out, guys. I'm figuring it out. Here we go. I'll replace it. Bang, look at that. Alien Escape, thank you to Tier 1 for 30 months. Thank you for still subbing despite the slight mistakes I've made. Tell me I'm the only one. I'm not the only one who thinks you sound exactly like Shroud. I don't know. Type 1 in chat if I sound like Shroud. Type 2 in chat if this guy's just crazy. I've never heard that one before. It seems like majority 2s. So, fortunately, you might be crazy. I've heard Shroud a little bit. I don't watch a ton of Shroud, but obviously everybody who's watched a little bit of FPS has probably seen some Shroud, heard Shroud a little bit. Shroud sounds like Fear. Oh, that's why everyone was typing 2, yeah. Good point. some air on it, maybe it stood a chance. That's so Flick. And gets a second. Slick more than 72 months of prime. Much appreciated. When I do an NA version of this, who will be in it? I mean, you never really know. It has a lot to do with who wants to play. You know, not necessarily like the strongest players, although we have pretty much close to that here. I think there's ways we can mix it up a little bit to maybe make it stronger, but I mean, you're kind of splitting hairs, I feel like. But, you know, players have to also want to do it. I think the rank situation right now has helped with these guys being interested in doing it. But also, I think Drowley helped a lot as well. Because he basically got behind the idea. He seemed to like it and then helped in reaching out to some of the players through means that I can't in order to make sure, you know, they were down to play or potentially ready. I think Drowley